Hey, welcome back everyone. It's Stephen Light, bringing the light. And today we're going to talk around the emotion of interest and how we can use interest to help build positivity in our lives, which helps us build our confidence and deal with the stuff that we deal with every day in our lives. So, Tim, welcome back.
Thanks, Steve.
So tell us a bit about interest. How do you experience interest?
Well, I think of the things I'm interested in. One of the things I like to do, I like to ride a bicycle. And I've become very interested in training. I've become interested in the science of training.
Oh, wow.
That's fascinating to me. It's fascinating to understand more about how the body works, how the body responds to an input. It's fascinating to me to learn myself how to cope with fatigue or pain. That's very, very interesting. So that's a hobby that I have that I would say I find profoundly interesting.
And the impact that has on you, Tim?
I think that sense of being interested is so fulfilling. It's so satisfying to engage with something that I'm interested in. So it's a very positive experience. It's a very rewarding experience to feel that sense of interest.
Yeah, I mean, I look at the stuff that interests me, and I have started spending a lot of time reading on stuff that interests me, because that helps me build my knowledge, and it's actually just bloody interesting.
Yeah.
So the field of neuroscience is something that is really starting to catch my eye, and it interests me because it helps me grow myself so that I can help grow other people in my coaching or the workshops that I run and in the sessions that I do. But it interests me, and it allows me to focus my attention on things that interest me, and I feel positive about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think when you're interested, it brings out the best in you as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because it kind of gives you that energy, and it gives you that drive and that focus as well.
You know, Tim, what's just come to me is that I do a lot of things that are also very stimulating. You know, what's your take on the difference between stimulating versus interest?
Yeah, I think it's an important distinction to make. And I don't really know if I'm an expert on it, but I would say a computer game, for example, would be very stimulating. It's an external source of energy or bright flashing lights. It's an external source of something that holds us and grips us.
Yeah.
But I don't really think you could call that interesting, because maybe interesting has to be a change inside us. We've got to be learning something, or we've got to be. I think we've got to be growing or developing in some way. So I think so often in modern life we live very stimulated lives. We've got social media, we've got computer games, we're connected all the time, and I think actually that stimulation can inhibit our ability to become interested.
Yeah.
And I know something with my children. I think it's very important for children to be bored. Because it's only when you're bored that you can find the space and the silence to actually detect something that is interesting. And I know, for example, I was reading once about Japanese archers, a martial art, and they were saying you have to be profoundly interested in your target, and a target is not intrinsically interesting. But you have to derive interest from that. So, that's not to say that we all need to lead these kind of glamorous, wild, exciting lives. But we need to look for what is interesting in the lives that we lead. And then we can achieve the rewards of being interested.
Yeah, interested versus stimulated. And I think that's something we as parents deal a lot with our kids, social media, a lot of stimulation, and I don't think we like our kids to be bored. So it's go watch TV, play on your PlayStation. Good point. Good distinction there. Thanks, Tim. Well, thank you, Tim. And guys, look at your lives. How much of your time do you invest in things that don't really interest you? Day to day, you're doing stuff that doesn't interest you. It's actually not the right way to focus your attention and your energy. If you want to build positivity in your life, if you want to help grow your confidence and your self-esteem, and you want to use the emotion of interest, Make sure that you are investing your time and energy in things that are really interesting to you. So we hope this added some value to you. If you want to get some more of these tips and tools, please connect with me on my Facebook page, Stephen Light, Bringing the Light. Go along there, like the page, share this DVD clip with other people. Let's help create some more positivity in this world.